Myths and legends. Things that chill our bones and tickle our curiosity. Reality, or just something we inherited through history. Are you ready to find out about something new? What would you do if someone cursed you because you didn't want to love them? Well, that's where our story begins this time. With a curse, nightmares, a bridge, and madness. A long time ago there lived a young nobleman. Today he is known only by his last name Golec. He owned a small castle that was built on top of a hill, and it is said that he was always fascinated by the dark stories and the occult. Hearing stories about Sopernica, or for you who didn't watch the previous videos, they are bad witches, he often ventured to the crossroads in the middle of the night, searching for these believed to be bad women. But his adventures had little success. One night, Count Golec took his horse and went on one of these adventures with his friend. They arrived at a nearby crossroad, only to find a young woman weeping all alone in the middle of nowhere. Two men came down from their horses and carefully approached the woman. "Madam, are you lost?" asked Count Golec, but the woman wouldn't answer. His friend fell on knees and asked him to climb back up on the horse, insisting they should go back. But Count Golec felt the need to help the young woman. It is said that that was the biggest mistake they could make. All of a sudden, the woman stopped crying and spoke. "Count Golec, will you love me and take me for your wife?" Thinking this was some kind of a joke, Count answered, "How can I take someone like you as a wife? Someone who hides her face in the darkness and wanders around alone in the night." Two men laughed at her request and stopped feeling a need to help her because it was obvious she wasn't lost or frightened anymore. All of a sudden, the horses became restless and started neighing as the woman repeated the question. "Will you make me your wife, Count Golec?" At that moment, Count Golec and his friend came to a realization. And although knowing the answer, he spoke out loud. "Are you a Sopernica?" They didn't need to wait for the answer because the devious woman's laugh filled the night. Two men got on their horses, and just as they were about to get away, the woman shouted out, "If you can't be mine, you won't be yourself. I curse you for all eternity. I will follow you for as long as you shall live, in your dreams every single night." The second night came, and Count Golec ignored what happened the last night, brushing it off as just plain words of a mad woman. But he was wrong. It is said that she came into his dreams and tormented him. The bad dreams didn't stop and only got worse as time went on. She even tormented him by day. He allegedly saw her image everywhere in the shadows and felt excruciating pain once he saw her. One day, young Count Golec told everything that happened to his mother. She was mad, but at the same time took every single word that woman said seriously. So, she called upon an old woman that lived near their castle and was said to be a Sopernica. Count's mother offered a piece of their land in exchange for the counter curse. Unfortunately, the old woman couldn't provide it, but she had a different solution. "You will have to sleep by day and trick her in the night," she said. "Once the midnight comes, you will leave the castle on your horse. But you'll have to do it in such a manner that she doesn't know you left. You will have to train your horses to walk backward to cover your trail. Once you have left the land, you will have to cross the river 3 times, and only then you can return home and wait until the dawn. Unfortunately, You will have to do this every single day until you die. Tired and afraid, Count Golec listened to the old woman's advice. It is said that a new bridge was built over the river within weeks, and villagers saw Golec's servants training horses to walk backwards down the hill. It is also said that from that moment on, no one ever saw Count Golec in the daytime. People would often wait by the river at midnight, only to see if the rumors of the mad count were true. But it is said that every single night they would see him riding his horse backwards and forward 3 times over the bridge. He never married and had no children. When his parents died, Count Golec remained alone, with only a few servants who had to adjust to his way of life. Sometimes, children would go seek thrills by the castle ground by daytime, only to be scared away by a strange woman, cloaked in dark rags, lurking around the castle grounds. This strange legend exists until this day, although the castle doesn't exist anymore. But something remained, the bridge, and to this day it still holds the name of the family that built it. No one knows if the story of the curse is true or just something triggered by human imagination. Is the story of Count Golec's curse real, or was he just a paranoid, untrusting person? It is up to you to decide. But the bridge remains, as well as the story about the night adventures and horses that had to learn how to walk backwards downhill by night. So, there you have it, the curse of Count Golec. Myth or reality? Or maybe something in between? Be sure to watch out what you are looking for in the night. And remember, there is always something lurking out there, just waiting to enter your dreams and torment you by daytime. Hi guys, once again, and thank you for listening. I really hope you like this one because we have a lot of these coming up. So you know the drill. Please like it, share it, subscribe. The more you share, the better. And I don't know, let your friends know about this. I'm sure they will be spooked as well. So this has once again been one of Croatia's myths and legends. My name is Jelena, hrvoj, and you will hear from me next week. So bye guys.